Honorable members, prayers. Almighty God, we humbly beseech thee to look with favor upon this Youth Impact Parliament. Grant that it may perform its high duty as in thy sight. Give divine guidance to the Executive Director of Youth Impact Movement. Endow members of Parliament with discernment and vision, integrity and courage, that through the labors of this Youth Parliament, the interests and wishes of members may be well and truly served, and their good purposes for the common human life be realized in our midst. O God, grant us a vision of our Youth Parliament, fair as it might be, a fraternity of righteousness, where none shall wrong his neighbor, a fraternity of plenty, where evil and poverty shall be done away with, a fraternity of brotherhood, where all success shall be founded on service and honor shall be given to the deserving, a fraternity of peace, where the Youth Parliament shall rest on the will of its members and the love for the common good. Bless the efforts of those who struggle to make this vision a living reality. Inspire and strengthen our people, that they may give time, thought, and sacrifice to speed the day of the coming beauty of Youth Impact Parliament, Ghana and Africa. Amen. Honorable members, you may resume your seat. Honorable members, on the order paper, item 2, communication from founders. First Deputy Speaker to take the chair.
Communication from founders. Distinguished members of the Second Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament Movement. On this memorial occasion, the founding fathers of the Youth Impact Movement extend its warm, heartfelt welcome to each and every one of you here. As we gather here today to mark the last sitting of the Second Parliament, we are filled with immense pride and admiration for the extraordinary work you have accomplished during your tenure. When we embarked on this journey to empower youth leaders and amplify their voices, we envisioned a movement that could transcend boundaries and inspire change. And you, dear parliamentarians, have thought and brought the vision to life. Through your unwavering commitment and relentless pursuit of progress, you have proven that youth have the power to shape the future. You have been the torchbearers of peace, lightening of the way for the better tomorrow. With your innovative ideas, in-person advocate, and unwavering determination, you have demonstrated the true potential of youth leadership. Your voices have echoed through the halls of power, challenging the status quo and demanding the world that is fair, inclusive, and sustainable. Together, you have tackled some of the most pressing issues facing our generations. Your tireless effort to address climate change, social inequality, education reform, mental health, and countless other challenges that have not gone untouched. You have shown us what it meant to be change and agent of change, and for that, we are eternally grateful. As the Second Parliament draws to close, we encourage you to reflect on your remarkable achievement, celebrate the friendship forged, and the skill acquired, and the personal growth experienced. Remember the transformative impact you've made in the lives of individuals and communities alike. Know that this is the only beginning. The reasons you have learned, the connections you have made, and the experiences you have gained with serve you as a stepping stone for never and greater accomplishment in the future. The Youth Impact Movement will continue to support and empower you as you embark on your new endeavors, always striving to make a lasting and positive impact on our world. Congratulations once again. Youth Impact Movement is super, super proud of you. Thank you. On that note, honorable members, Mr. Speaker, to take the chair. Thank you.
Honourable members, we'll move to item 3 on the order paper. Communication from Speaker. Honourable members of the Second Parliament, I stand before you today with a profound sense of humour and gratitude as we gather for the last sitting of the Second Parliament. It is a privilege to address this esteemed House as your Speaker, and I extend a warm welcome to each and every one of you. Throughout our parliamentary term, we have been united by a common purpose, to be driven by the force of positive change to make a lasting impact on the world around us. Together, we embrace the responsibilities entrusted to us and have strived to fulfill our duty with utmost dedication, integrity, and passion. As we reflect on the journey we have undertaken together, let us celebrate the remarkable accomplishments we have achieved. We have debated, deliberated, and collaborated on matters of great significance by advocating for causes close to our hearts and championing the rights of the marginalized and underrepresented. In our pursuit for progress, we have confronted formidable challenges, but we have also witnessed the power of unity and the strength of our collective voices. We have bridged divides, built bridges of understanding, and fostered an environment of respect and inclusivity. This is through our unwavering commitment to dialogue, compromise, and empathy that we have been able to forge meaningful solutions and drive change. Today, as we mark the end of our parliamentary term, let us recognize the transformative impact we have made in the lives of individuals and communities. Our legislative achievements, advocacy efforts, and community engagements have touched countless lives, instilled hope, and inspiring a generation of young leaders. But our work does not end here. As a matter of fact, as we pass the torch to the next parliament, let us remember that our role as leaders does not cease with the conclusion of this tenure. We are entrusted with a legacy of empowerment, of creating opportunities, and of being the catalyst for change. I have no doubt that the incoming parliament will build upon the strong foundation we have laid, continuing to advance youth impact movement with greater vigor and determination. They will face challenges, confronting evolving issues, and chart their own course towards a brighter future. Let us offer them our support, guidance, and encouragement as they embark on their own transformative journey. Before I conclude, I want to express my deepest gratitude to each and every one of you, esteemed members of the Second Parliament. Your unwavering commitment, impassioned debates, relentless pursuits of progress have been nothing short of extraordinary. You have inspired me and everyone around you with your ideas, your resilience, and your unwavering belief in the power of youth. I am humbled to have served as your speaker, and I am profoundly grateful for your trust you have placed in me. It has been an honor to witness your growth, to facilitate constructive discussions, and to be part of this vibrant parliamentary community. As we bid farewell to the Second Parliament, let us carry the lessons we have learned, the friendships we have forged, and the experiences we have shared in our hearts. Let them serve as a constant reminder of the incredible power we hold as youth leaders, and let them fuel our determination to create a better world. Thank you for your unwavering commitment, your dedication, and your unwavering belief in youth impact movement and its branches. It has been an incredible journey, and I am immensely proud of what we have achieved together. May your paths be filled with success, fulfillment, and boundless opportunities to make a lasting impact. The future is in your hands, and I have every confidence that you will lead with courage, compassion, and conviction. Thank you very much. Honourable members, we move to item 4 on the order paper, Business Committee Report. Honourable Majority Leader, the floor is yours.
Mr. Speaker and your guest house. Mr. Speaker, I'm here to present the Business Committee report as we come to the end of the Second Parliament. And this will equally be my last time to present the Business Committee as Majority Leader of this August House. Mr. Speaker, honorable members of the Second Parliament, I rise to present the Business Committee report on the business to be conducted during the 8th and the last sitting of the second session of the Second Parliament, scheduled for today, 12 August 2023 at 9 o'clock in the morning. Mr. Speaker, before the commencement of business, the sitting will be commenced with prayers, as you did. We will then receive communications from the founding fathers and speaker, providing valuable updates on youth impact movement's vision and the parliamentary activities, just as you did. The Business Committee report will be presented detailing the agenda for the day and the items scheduled for discussion during the parliamentary sitting, just as I'm doing. Mr. Speaker, during the commencement of conclusive business, a statement on the impact and challenges of the Second Parliament will be delivered by me. This statement will highlight the significant achievement made during this parliamentary term and the challenges faced in promoting youth empowerment and active democratic participation. The Speaker, the next will be the Appointment Committee report on the third parliamentary appointed MPs. This report will outline nominations, vetting, and recommendation process towards the third parliament. It will also state the names and the constituencies of youth MPs recommended. After that, the House will continue with the ratification of nominations for the third parliamentary leaders, and the clerk, the Marshal Department, will be sworn in as officers of the Third Parliament. Mr. Speaker, it is a great honor that as the Second Parliamentary draws its business to a close, all parliamentarians will be given the opportunity to express their dissolution remarks. The minority leader and the majority leader will share their reflection on the accomplishments and challenges faced during the parliamentary year, expressing appreciation for their fellow members and Youth Impact Parliament Ghana. This session will continue with a dissolution remarks from the Speaker. Then we will end with a formal adjournment sine die motion that will mark the conclusion of the Second Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament Ghana. Mr. Speaker, on this note, I thank you very much for the opportunity given me to present the Business Committee report of the last sitting of the Second Parliament. I thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you very much, the Majority Leader, for delivering the Business Committee report. Honorable members, any comments on the Business Committee report? In the absence of any comments, the Business Committee report for the 8th sitting of the second session of the Second Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament Ghana, dated Saturday, 12 August 2023, hereby stands adopted as business to be transacted for this sitting. Honourable members, we will now proceed to item 5 on the order paper. Introduction of youth MPs present. For this section, only MPs of the Second Parliament are to introduce themselves. So if you know you are not part of the Second Parliament, do not introduce yourself. Per tradition, you state your name, your constituency, and then other roles that you hold within the House. We'll start from the minority side. Second Deputy Speaker to take the chair.
Thank you very much. So, as is being said already, we will start from the minority side. So, your name, your position, and your constituency. So, we start from the minority.
I'm Honorable Eric Anku.
Please, we can't hear you. The microphone should be close a little bit to you.
Hello? I am Honorable Eric Anku Asante, Youth MP for North Dine constituency, and then Educations Committee member. Thank you.
All right, the chair, I respond to Charles Kwame Mapok, Youth MP for the good people of Afram Plain South, and I'm the Finance Committee chair. Thank you.
Maju Faith, Youth MP for Ablekuma Central, and the chairperson of the organizing committee.
I'm Kofianan Kwanzaa, Youth MP for Akemoda constituency.
Mr. Speaker, as popularly known, Francis Koji Kwame, Youth MP for Afam Place North, and the chairman for good governance and democracy. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Janet Elo-Magbezeke, Youth MP for Katamanso and Chief Second Deputy Minority Whip.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The name is Belief Akoso, a member of Akim Swedru, an MP for Akim Swedru, and also a chairman for alumni relations. Thank you very much.
Highly spiritual. You are highly
Thank
spiritual.
you, the Right Honorable Speaker in the August House. Raymond Elikem Agbo is the name. And then I'm the Youth MP for Agoti Mezope constituency, the constituency where you can get the quality kente. Then also I'm the co-founder and the Deputy Director in charge of humanitarian affairs for the movement. Thank you.
Thank you, Speaker in the House. My name is Vixen Bryce Salom, Youth MP for Hoho constituency, and also the first Minority Chief Whip, as well as the Chairperson for the Education Committee and a member of the Alumni Relations Committee. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. I respond to the name Hubert Sagbahode, the Deputy Minority Leader of the Second Parliament, and I'm a Youth MP for Akachi North. And then I'm a member of the Privileges Committee and also a ranking member on the Appointments Committee and a member of 2 other committees. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and the entire House. The name is Ahianu Erasmus Kofi, neglecting the comments being made, representing the good people of Ablekuma South, serving as the chairman for the Research and Intelligence Committee, and then the able minority leader for this August Parliament. That being said, Mr. Speaker, I thank you.
Okay, so we move to the majority side as they do as the honor.
The name is Richard Kojo Amenya, Youth MP for Kolokloti constituency and the Chairperson of Internal and External Affairs Committee.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I respond to the name Dinah Mateko Osioku, Youth MP for Upper Manya Krobo, and then the Second Deputy Majority Whip. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I am Pejita Abnadobefu, Youth MP of Tema West constituency and the Secretary for Youth Impact Foundation. Thank you.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker in the Address House. My name is Honorable Wandani Godemos Jamashi, Youth MP for Anglo constituency, the Majority Chief Whip of this Address House. In fact, I am from a constituency which produced the first president of the 4th Republic. In fact, I know that some members of the Minority Caucus have a doubt about this. But this is a history. If you want to know, you come home and learn. Thank you.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker in the August House. I respond to the name Cyril Magbavo, the Youth MP for Keta constituency, and then the Deputy Majority Leader. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker and the August House. My name is Nanaba Teria Deborah, Youth MP for Etiwa East, and also the First Deputy Speaker for the August House, equally the Chairperson for Election and Monitoring. Thank you so very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker and the guest house. Mr. Speaker, before I proceed to introduce myself, I want to welcome my good friend, the Minority Leader.
I know you talk more, so.
The prodigal Minority Leader, who one way or the other had neglected his own people and And then when they needed him the most to come and rescue them from the sinking boat, he was nowhere to be found. Mr. Speaker, I respond to Amanor, David Narh, but I prefer to be called Amanor Narh, Youth MP for Ningo-Prampram constituency. The constituency to have produced 2 first ladies of the Republic of Ghana. So I say it and I will say it today. If you want to be president one day, please, they are beautiful girls in Ningo-Prampram, because we have been ordained and blessed that once you marry from Ningo-Prampram, automatically you become president. So we have the President of the Republic, Nana Addo's wife from Ningo, former President Mills' wife from Prampram. So we produce first ladies. Mr. Speaker, my constituency also happened to have the most vibrant MP in Ghana currently, which is Honorable Sam George. If your MP is too dormant, please, we have many houses and land in Ningo-Prampram. You can relocate so that you will feel blessed as we, the people of Ningo-Prampram constituency. Mr. Speaker, on that note, I happen to be the majority leader of this August House, leader of the entire chamber. These people don't bind them. Yes, they are under us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Myself, I'm Enoch Sudoji, the second deputy speaker, MP for Sege constituency. So at this moment, we move to item 6 on the order paper, statement on the impact of second parliament. So the majority leader will do as the honor. The majority leader will do as the honor. So you can take the stage.
Thank you, Honorable Deputy Speaker, for the opportunity to be back here to present the statement of impact of the second parliament that is about to end. Mr. Speaker, honorable members present, I rise as the majority leader to present a statement on the impact of the second parliament of Youth Impact Parliament. As we reflect on the accomplishment of this parliamentary year, it is evident that the second parliament had left an indelible mark on our young leaders, shaping their understanding of governance and nurturing their leadership abilities. Mr. Speaker, over the course of this parliamentary year, the second parliament has demonstrated a commitment to fostering democratic participation and providing an immersive learning experience for its members. Through a series of 12 physical sittings, 1 virtual sitting, and 1 joint sitting with Youth Impact model, our vibrant young parliamentarians engage in rigorous debates and discussion, delivering into critical issues that concerns our nation. This parliamentary session have not only honored their understanding of legislative processes, but have also instilled in them a sense of responsibility and accountability as representative of the youth. I'm pleased to report that the second parliament has not been limited to internal discussions alone. It has provided our esteemed members with unique opportunities to interact with distinguished experts from various fields. Through 3 virtual seminars, these young leaders had had the privilege of learning from specialists in law, business, governance, and politics. Such exposure has broadened their horizon, nurtured their critical thinking, and inspired them to envision a better future for our beloved country, Ghana. Mr. Speaker, the second parliament had empowered its members through practical experience and leadership opportunities. They have actively participated in decision-making processes, honored their public speaking skills, and refined their ability to effectively present their submissions. The emergence of competent leaders who have gone on to hold significant positions with various student organizations, departments, presidents, and even within the Student Representative Council of Whole Technical University, it is testament that the lasting of Youth Impact Parliament can be seen. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, As the majority leader, I commend the Second Parliament for its exceptional dedication and unwavering commitment to youth empowerment and civic engagement. I'm delighted to now announce that Honorable Peter Notukote, MP for Akachi North, one of our distinguished members, having assumed the role of patron of Youth Impact Movement. Can I get a yeah for that? He proceeded to further highlight the significance of this parliamentary platform. In conclusion, Mr. Speaker, the Second Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament Ghana has transformed the powers of youth engagement in shaping our nation's future. Through its educational endeavor, leadership opportunities, and exposure to experts, it has nurtured a generation of informed, inspired, empowered young leaders. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all members, patrons, and contributors to this remarkable parliamentary year. Together, we shall continue to pave the way for a brighter and prosperous future for Ghana. Mr. Speaker, on this note, I thank you very much for the opportunity given me to present the statement of impact on the Second Parliament. Mr. Speaker, I thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you very much. Any comment? If you have anything to say, the floor is open. Honorable.
All right, thank you very much. Right, Honorable Speaker. I respond to the name Hubert Agbahode, Youth MP for Akachi North constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm very glad to be part of the Second Parliament. And as the name connotes, Youth Impact Parliament, it has been very impactful. Mr. Speaker, I will say on no single day whereby the lectures and the seminars that we had in the Second Parliament, we sitting in our various classes, we will be privy to those lectures and seminars. Mr. Speaker, I am very privileged once again to be part. Even though youth MPs from different constituencies took the oath to be part of the Second Parliament, but along the way, we could realize that they were not even up to task. But my word of caution, since we are going to the Third Parliament, I'm encouraging each and every one of us to be up to task, because we don't want a situation where we will come to Parliament and then we will not even be up to 1/3 of the total member of Parliament. It's uncalled for. And if we are saying we are the future leaders, I beg to differ, because we are the same people chastising what's happening in the national space. But if we are here repeating or doing same thing, when are we going to learn? Mr. Speaker, I thank you.
Thank you very much. Honorable Vixen. Okay, Cyril, you can.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and the August House. I respond to the name Cyril Magbavo, the Deputy Majority Leader and the Youth MP for Keta constituency. I would like to state this.
You should off that one.
Okay, thank you. I believe in every beautiful journey. Hello. I believe in every beautiful journey. Okay. There are problems, there are hurdles that you need to cross. Hello. All right, thank you. So I believe in every beautiful journey, there are hurdles that you need to cross, challenges that you need to overcome. The Second Parliament, one way or the other, had their own problems, had their own challenges. But they had vibrant MPs that were able to help them push to today. And I'd like to commend all the MPs that were able to able to get to all the meetings and represent us. I would like to equally thank the officers at the table and then all our marshals, our clerk, for the good works they've been able to do in the second parliament. It's not easy, dedicating your time from your busy schedules and all that. I'd like to say a very big thank you to them. And as we are heading to the third parliament, I will encourage them to do more so that we'll be able to get more vibrant MPs in the House. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Honorable Vixen.
Thank you, Speaker in the House. My name is Vixen Bryce Salom, Youth MP for Hohwe. The Speaker, I want to use the opportunity to thank the Speaker and his deputies moving to the Parliamentary Service Board and the various caucuses of the House as well. Much should go to the majority leader, even though we agree to disagree. But at the end of the day, we find a common ground. And also, I want to also thank members for engaging in the whole debate. If they want one way or the other, might offend each other, but at the end of the day, we still find a common ground for the group of YIP. And also, I want to extend this my profound gratitude to my caucus members as well, especially my indefatigable minority leader. Even in his absence, we were able to coordinate ourselves very well, not to talk of the majority. They don't know what they are about. They claim they are the majority, but look at their numbers. So I want to indulge all of us that youth in parliament is an avenue to learn. Some of these things you might not get it in class. They will not teach you, but standing in front of your peers to talk is a big issue. Some of us over here didn't have that confidence when we came to level 100. I could remember when I came to level 100 and I was appointed, someone nominated me to stand here and go for audit committee. I couldn't even talk because that was my first time. I was shivering. There was a bit of haze in my voice, but here I am today talking in front of everybody. And all of you are watching me. So I want to thank all of us that let's be up and doing. Some of these things you took upon yourself to be youth MP. I'm hoping that by the time we close this section, more MPs should troop in as they are applied. It's not only for nothing that you ask Mr. Speaker to put you on a flyer that I'll be present, there you'll not be present. That will be a big affront to Parliament as well. So I want to thank members for their dedication and approach. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Honorable.
Okay. Mr. Speaker, I thank you. The name is Erasmus, Ahianu Kofi, Minority Leader. Mr. Speaker, just a quick follow-up to the statement made by my colleague, minority member. Mr. Speaker, I want to say a very big congratulations and a very big thank you to the minority caucus. Let's have a yeah for them. Mr. Speaker, without a doubt, I have people who were readily available to stand and then deliver, irrespective of my inability to deliver consistency to the Parliament, pursuant or proud to engagements that have really taken me very far away from the voter region and other places. Mr. Speaker, following the trends and the activities of youth impact on social media, I can say that indeed a good work has been done. And not just the minority caucus, but every member over here is to be thanked and congratulated for playing their part, especially my able majority leader, who hasn't ever stopped the backlashes against me. Needless, thank you very much. Needless backlashes. And I'm sure after my statement, he would like to render another backlash, which will be needless again. Mr. Speaker, with these words stated,
in conclusion,
yes, with these words stated, I want to say thank you. I'm sure that the third parliament will be more up and doing more than what the second parliament was able to deliver. With these words, Mr. Speaker, I thank you.
Thank you very much. That's a wonderful submission. At this moment, we move to item 6. Item 7, sorry. Item 7 on the other paper. I will not take any submission again. No. Our time is fast spent. Okay, majority leader. Make it snappy. Make it snappy, please. Make it snappy.
Speaker, for the
Don't worry.
purposes of fairness,
Okay.
I know you are from the minority. I'm not expecting you to be biased.
Okay.
You are from the minority, so you will be in their favor. But what I'm expecting from you is to be fair. If you have given the minority the opportunity to speak for how many times they could, you've never even stopped them. You even didn't give them opportunity.
Okay.
And the majority is about to speak.
Well noted.
And then you are saying whatever you want to say, Mr. Speaker. Please. Thank you very much.
Well noted.
Mr. Speaker, I was surprised the minority leader was on his feet to speak on the impact of Youth Impact Parliament. Someone who
In conclusion,
Mr. Speaker, please. Mr. Speaker, please. With the greatest respect to your office, please. Thank you very much. Someone who had not attended sittings is having a statement to make on the impact of Youth Impact Parliament. Someone who has neglected his parliamentary duties. Someone who, one way or the other, attended only 2 sittings since the inauguration. Someone who, one way or the other, left his people in dismay.
Point of order.
Point
of order.
Hello.
Mr. Speaker, when I rose to make my statement, Mr. Speaker, I didn't make statement on impact. Mr. Speaker, the statement that I made were congratulating messages on their impact. Mr. Speaker, asking to congratulate the second parliament, both minority and majority caucus, for their industrious and hard work towards the youth impact movement, and also to render an apology for my inability to render consistency to the parliament based on my engagement with other establishments. So, Mr. Speaker, majority leader has obviously misled the House. I didn't make statement on impact. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Mr. Speaker, whilst he was speaking, I never heard in conclusion from your end. So if I will hear in conclusion from my end, it will be war. Mr. Speaker.
In conclusion.
Mr. Speaker, you see, when you don't attend sittings, you will never be abreast with the standing orders of the House. And it is of no surprise that
well noted.
My colleague,
don't worry. Well noted.
Mr. Speaker, you are interjecting. I'm making submission. You are interjecting.
Okay.
You are Mr. Speaker, and it is your responsibility to coordinate the sitting rather than interjecting. Unnecessary interjecting, Mr. Speaker. Thank you very much. Mr. Speaker, when you don't attend the sitting of the House, you will not be abreast with the standing orders. What my brother just did was to rise on the point of correction, to correct what I have said. But he was on his feet to put me to order. Order for what?
Honorable.
Order for what?
Minority leader, please. He's on floor.
You see,
Minority leader, he's on floor, please.
Moreover, when you don't come for sitting, you will not have the opportunity to learn, such that when you are speaking, I kept quiet and waited for you to have your opportunity to speak. When it is my turn, you are interjecting. So you see what I'm saying, that the minority is not up to task. Right from their leader, when you neglect your people and you go and you come back, please, I'm sure when you are back, you brought Abolo for your people.
Thank you very much,
Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We are all learning. So well noted. So at this moment, we move to item 7. Item 7 on the order paper. Appointment committee report on 3rd parliamentarian appointed. So the first deputy speaker will do as the honor. The first deputy speaker will do as the honor. Item 7 on the order paper. Minority caucus, please.
Hello? Okay. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the beautiful opportunity to present to the House the committee appointment report. So, without further ado, this is the appointment committee report on Youth MP MPs appointed for the 3rd Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament by myself. Okay, so Mr. Speaker, like I said, I'm so grateful for this amazing opportunity. I am pleased to report on the Committee on Appointment in collaboration with the Directorship of the Youth Impact Parliament that has successfully vetted applicants for the 3rd Parliament of the Youth Impact Parliament. The process began following the announcement by the movement that 155 constituencies could be open for applications, and in the formation of the 3rd Parliament of the YIP. These constituencies encompass various religions that include Volta, Oti, Eastern, Greater Accra, Central Region, Northern, Northern East, and Upper East. For the 1st to the 30th of June, nominations were accepted by the first batch of applicants. At the close of the nomination period, we received a total of 153 applications. In solution where multiple individuals applied for the same constituency, through vetting took place to select one candidate, whilst others were given the opportunity to be redesignated to alternative constituencies. However, in cases where only one applicant applied for a specific constituency, their confirmation process were relatively straightforward. As a result, all 105 applicants were successfully assigned to their respective constituencies. Mr. Speaker, on the 18th of June and July, we proudly introduced and recommend 105 applicants for appointment to their designated constituencies. As confirmed by the Executive Director of the movement, with 50 seats remaining, we will proceed to assign and confirm applicants for this remaining seat and after the inauguration. Through this vetting process has ensured that the selection of parliamentarians to conclude with fairness, integrity, and the principles in the Youth Impact Parliament. It is our belief that these appointed members will bring diverse perspectives, ideas, and experience to the table, enriching our parliamentary proceedings and driving positive change with our communities. We express our sincere appreciation to all applicants for their interest and commitment to the Youth Impact Parliament. Your dedication to making a difference in the lives of young people is truly recommendable. Furthermore, we extend our gratitude to the Executive Director and the entire team of the Youth Impact Movement for their unwavering support and collaboration throughout the process. Mr. Speaker, below are some of the recommended MPs for the constituency. On this note, I call on Honorable Amanor to take up the stand and continue from here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My duty here is to mention the names of MPs recommended in their respective constituencies. So we'll start with the voter reading, the 18 seats in the voter reading. Adaklu, Theophilus Baini. Afadato South, Kiku George, Righteous. Agoti Mezokwi, Agbo Raymond Elikem. Akachi North, Agbahode Hubert. Akachi South, Agbawu Deborah. Anglon Jamesi Wanda Nicodemus. Central Town, Kwashi Gideon Yao. Ho Central, Abude Harriet Senanu. Ho West, Agbedienu Constance Kwame. Ho Vixen Bright Selom. Keta Agbabo Selom. Ketu North, Bramepo Innocent. Ketu South, Fianku Samson Yao. Pando Ahianu, Elom Kosi. North Dine, Aku Eric Asante. North Town, Zomve Roger. South Dine, Donko Christian. South Town, Domevenu Mark Bless. Oti Region. Akan constituency, Esiedu Courage Daniel. Biakoye Belly Courage Jr., Boem Ogbe George Jr. Krachi East, Fiawenu Robert. Krachi Nchuburu, Agoso Believe. Krachi West, Gidi Evans. In Kwanta North, Woolberry, Solomon K. In Kwanta South, Autry Prosper. East Region, Abetifi Nyado
Honorable
Faith.
Evans, please.
Ebrim constituency, Tre Enyam Divine, Ablekuma North, Anagbonu Everlasting. Sorry if I'm pronouncing someone's name. Ebuakwa North, sorry, Ebuakwa South, Agbagba Julius, Achiansi Wodome Paul Jr., From Plain North, Koji Francis, From Plain South, Mapo Charles Kwame, Akim Odan, Kwansan Kofi Annan, Akim Suedro Agoso Believe, Ekropon Nelson Paramount Eli, Akwapin North, Auntie Anderson Kojo Okata, Akwetia Azaglo Delis Ruben, Asini Akroso Amanso, Jopo Michael Kwame, Esojamain Ati Makafui, Etiwa East Teria Nana Abba Deborah, Etiwa West Semebia George, sorry. Ayenswano, Bansa Julius Kofi, Fantiakwa North, Kumagan Celestine Ama, Fantiakwa South, Dagojo Bruce Julian, Kede Jelu Paul, Lower Manyakrobo, Akutel Nelson Tetewayo, Lower West Akim, Kumoji John Seriam, Praiso Nyajo Enoch, New Drabin North, Nyendi Wonder Naku, New Drabin Sad Bansan Maunyo Kweku, Inkoko Nadozi Sheriff, Insawam Adwejiri Fiadohu Francis Achu, Ofonse Ayobi Kofi Salom Komlan, Okere Ado Enoch, Suhum Gadowem Su Basil Kwame. Sorry if I pronounce your name wrongly. Upper Manya Krobo, Osaiku Daniel Matako, Dinah. Upper West Akim, Komla Ruben Kwame, Yilo Krobo, Kwashi Millicent Mako, Greater Accra, Ablekuma Central, Gamed Eugenia Esinam, Ablekuma North, Jandu Manuel Bless, Ablekuma South, Akplesu Obed, Ablekuma West, Gabin Albert, Adan Daite Celia Stete, Adenta Ibrahim Zakari, Jaden, Aman Saman Idrusu Mubarak Obama, Anyan Soutum, Baful Daniel Sarkodie, Ashaman Adamun Osman, Ayawaso Central Boatin Prosper, Ayawaso East Bedra Mensan Oliver, Ayawaso North Jinuku Paul Kwashi, Ayawaso West Wagon, Boachi Precious, Botiano English a man from Atasi Raymond, Boom, sorry, Dade Kotopon, Chogbe Enos Kwame, Domi Kwabenya Fuachi Dinah Buntu, Domi Abra Obom, Owusu Prinsila Adwa Asomche, Kole Klote, Amenya Richard Kojo, Konkanta Manso, Agbazuga Janet Elom, Krowo Na Henrita Padiki, Lejokuku Ofer, Emmanuel Obin, Medina, Labi, Gideon Kwesi, Ningo-Prampram, Na Amanor David, Ododio Comment, Frederick Obliqua. Okankwe Central, Akoto Kofi Elijah. Okankwe North, Akam Nathaniel Tete. Okankwe North, Able Cecil. Sege Sodoji Enoch Kwame. Shai Osudoku Otu Blackson Abel Clement. Tema Central, Edu Daniel. Tema East, Bochwe Eugene. Tema West, Goku Bright Maunyegan. Trobo constituency, Tete Solomon. Wejak Bawi, Idrusu Abbas, Central Region. Asikuma Odobim Abrakwa. Boafo Wycliffe. Asin Central. Sensu Francis. Ewuto Senya East. Ayikwenya Akanuria Gabriel. Cape Coast South, Agli Grace Fefeli. Efutu Dogbefu Pegita Abna, Ekunfi Jenyi Edward Joachim KS. Upper Dentra West, Derek Odoba, Northern Region, Pandai. Sorry. The name Nekiba Wujeju Emmanuel. Saneregu Amuzu Achu Northeast Bunkugu Minak Samson Nangak Upper East Region Bokon Central Timbila as
Mr. Speaker, Hafizu, to take the chair.
Hafizu Isaku Bogatanga Central Akuba Comfort Mafia Bogat Central East Ayembri Martin Adongo Garu Abanga Moses Pusiga Shaibu Muhammad Zimbila Idrusu Abdullahi Asana. Mr. Speaker, on this note, I deserve to be given additional food for the names I've mentioned. On this note, I respectfully moved that the report be adopted for the composition of the Third Parliament. I thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Majority Leader. Honourable members, order. Honourable members, order. Seconder. Minority, kindly second the motion for adoption.
Mr. Speaker, I thank the Majority Leader for delivering and for destroying the names of our members. I rise to second the motion for adoption. Thank you very much.
Honourable members, motion moved and seconded is now for the consideration of the House. Any comments on the appointment committee report? Please, we'll only take one from each side. Yes, Honourable Vixen. Please make it short.
Thank you, Speaker House. My name is Vixen Bryce Salom, Youth MP for Hoi constituency. Mr. Speaker, I want to thank the Majority Leader for starting an outstanding statement from the appointment committee. But what my worry is, what's the name? Continuous MP, even though their names have been mentioned, but they are not here. And I saw some of them requested for the I'll be present flyer, but they are not here. So I just want to advise that we shouldn't bring this second parliament attitude to the third parliament. Because if we do so, we are just there to say yeah to your booting out. So I believe that if they are here or if their friends are here to contact us so that they will come, then the house will be fully, because celebrating third year over year is not an easy thing. So that's what I have to say. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We'll take one comment from the majority side. Honorable Wanda Jamesi, Honorable Salamat Bavo, please make it snappy.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker in the August House. I respond to the name Cyril Magbavo, the Deputy Majority Leader and the Youth MP for Keta. I would like to thank my Honorable Majority Leader for doing his best to mention the names that probably some of us might not be able to mention when we are even taught. Thank you, Majority Leader. And please, I would like to congratulate the appointment committee on the good work done. So far, this was not where we started, but one way or the other, we are improving. Though we have our challenges, but it is ongoing. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Honorable members, order in the House. Honorable members, motion moved and seconded. I now put the question to the House. All members in favor that the aforementioned members in the appointments committee be now appointed to serve in their respective constituencies. All in favor say aye. Not in favor say nay. Honourable members, the ayes have it. The motion carries. Therefore, all members stated in the appointment committee are hereby accordingly appointed for the composition of the Third Parliament. Honourable members, we move to item 8, ratification of nominations for the Third Parliament leadership. As per the standing orders, it is the executive board that nominates leaders, both MP and non-MP leaders, for the consideration of the House and for the composition of the Third Parliament. I will now mention their names and offices, and after I'm done, we'll take a motion and second, and then for the consideration of the House, and then we'll take the question to adopt them as members for the Third Parliament. Speaker, Jones Amegashie-Viglo. Clerk, Cyril Kekeli Amevor. I think if you are here, just wave us so that we know you are here or not, because your presence is very important. So, Clerk, Cyril Kekeli Amevor. Deputy Clerk Operations, Hetty Selassie Afenyo. Deputy Clerk Finance, Mary Tetega. Deputy Clerk Publicity, Victoria Harrison. Assistant Clerk Affairs, Perpetual Eriam Agbokeme at the back. Assistant Clerk Accounts, Dion Kukwa Fine. Assistant Clerk Relations, Nelly Ofori Achampon. Marshal Benjamin Kaitu. Deputy Marshal Physical Security, Moses Esemenun. Deputy Marshal Information Security, Isaiah Golodo. Deputy Marshal Emergency Response, Richmond Agbaleven. Deputy Marshal VIP Protection, Daniel Kofi Gaku. Now for the MP leaders. First Deputy Speaker, Deborah Nana Abatewia. Second Deputy Speaker, Enoch Kwame Sodoji. Okay, so please, we want you to rather rise for us to see you. So I'll start from the MP leaders. First Deputy Speaker, Deborah Nana Abatewia. Second Deputy Speaker, Enoch Kwame Sodoji. Majority Leader, Francis Kwame Koji. Minority Leader, Hubert Agbahode. Deputy Majority Leader, Wanda Nicodemus Jamesi. Deputy Minority Leader, Godwin Yawokwashi. Okay. Majority Chief Whip, Salom Agbavo. Minority Chief Whip, Bright Salom Vixen. First Deputy Majority Whip, Grace Fafali Agbeli. First Deputy Minority Whip, Believer Goso. Second Deputy Majority Whip, Dinah Mateko Seku. Second Deputy Minority Whip, Janet Elom Agbezuke. Honour members, these are the individuals nominated by the Executive Board for the leadership of the Third Parliament. Any comments? Please, we'll just take 2 comments because we need to finish before 12 and get ready for the next session. Yes, Honorable Elikem Agbo.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker and the August House. The name Raymond Elikem Agbo, Youth MP, Agoti Mezopi constituency. Right Honorable Speaker, in the second parliament, and even in the first parliament, we've had issues with parliamentarians registering their names in our records and being absent always. In the business report and the earlier comments that were made by yourself, Mr. Speaker, and then the earlier speakers, we all anticipate to the fact that we want a very active third parliament. And so I see it to be so much important for every single person that has been appointed into the earlier positions that you have just mentioned. People that are yet to be approved by this house and be given the mandate to work in the various capacities that they have been introduced. I put it to the house that any person that has been mentioned that has not been present over here today without any tangible reason put to the house in writing should not be approved. I think the unionism in the house already states that we want a serious house in the third parliament. So if you have been given a position and you are not here, I think that you have just honorably spoken to Youth Impact Parliament that you cannot perform in that capacity. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker and the August House.
Thank you very much. Let's take a point of information from Honorable Gidi Evans. Please be quick with it.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. My name is Evans Gidi, MP for Karachi West. I have some few issues that I would like to raise or to bring on board. The first issue is when I heard you mentioning the leaders of the House, I've heard you mention some minority MPs who are now going to be the part of majority caucus. And some of them will be the majority leaders. One of them is majority leader. Mr. Speaker, I want to suggest that our standing orders should be amended in a situation, in such a way that before you can cross carpet, move from minority to majority, there should be rule for that. Because I don't see the reason why somebody from minority will move straight to majority and then become majority leader. I don't think it is prudent. So something must be done about our standing orders. Second, I want to say that some of the MPs who are being elected as our leaders, we should see their enthusiasm or the way they are performing in the in the parliament before we appoint them as our leaders. That is, if we should go by something or we have to eradicate something like that, then we have to give the power to the caucus, let's say minority caucus. They should go and elect their leaders, not executive body being appointed and appoint the leaders in favor of the House. So I want to suggest that before appointment can be done, or they should appoint our leaders, there should be a rule, or they should give order to our caucus to select their leaders. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. So the first thing to say, you can resume your seat. The first thing to say is that there is no cross-carpeting if it is in a different tenure. It is cross-carpeting if it is in the same tenure. So on that matter, you are out of order. On the second one, Honorable, you want to speak on it, right? On the second one, as of now, our rule says that the executive board shall do. If you want the rules changed, when we are reviewing the standing orders, be present, and then we change it so that we can fixture the election. But as of now, we are going by the rule. Order 12, clause 3, it states clearly in the standing orders. So we are not out of order in doing that. But your recommendation is well taken. Okay, thank you. Majority Leader, your commentary. A quick one and then we move.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker and the Girls' House. Mr. Speaker, I will say something briefly on what he has said. Everywhere, what is being practiced, we are looking at the National Parliament. What they do, that is what we are, how do I put it? We are mimicking over here. Nowhere in anywhere in the world that leadership of the Parliament is being selected by members of the Caucus. We were in this country, my good uncle, Hon was removed from office as the minority leader and Atoforson was brought. That was agreed upon by the executives of the NDC and not the members of the minority. We must note it as such. It is very important that we take precedences from what is happening at the top there so that we can learn properly. The executives of the NDC, led by Honorable Asenyu Ketia, felt the need a swift change in leadership, in the leadership of the minority, and they did it so. Even though some members of the minority in the Parliament, as at the material time, were not in agreement. So in drafting the order, in drafting the standing orders, that is where the inspiration came from, and that is the best practice. Now, I want to put a question: should it happen that members are being given the opportunity to select their leaders? We know that in today's era, we win election by popularity. Meanwhile, your availability for work, we will not find you when the need be. When we were transitioning from the first parliament into the second parliament, I was with Jones. Erasmus was there. Our vibrancy and how we were with the parliament saw the need that if we led the various caucuses, it would have been the best thing that would happen to the second parliament. But my good brother eventually left us and then he was on his own. But thank God he's back here. So please, in calling for amendments, in calling for what's the name? For amendment to our standing orders, let us look at what is being practiced elsewhere. Are we getting it? Let us know and learn that listen, I was on the minority page. There was this new MP who was bringing, they should put it up for new MPs do not qualify for leadership of Parliament. New MPs do not. It is like saying if today Honorable Edna Magbana wins Ketunov, then when he gets to Parliament, he's expecting them to pick him as minority or majority whip, whilst Agboja and Co have been in Parliament for 20 good years. It is not done that way. It is for you to be there for some time, learn what is being done over the years. Before, even Honorable Sam George, this is his second term in Parliament. Honorable Kuteto Blackwell, this is his third term in Parliament. But the leadership of NDC knows for sure that seniority in the party, as far as Parliament is concerned, you do not qualify. And that is why they need it so. So if we want to proceed on that particular tangent, it is very important that we learn from how things are done. I continue to say that we as youths, we are not the future leaders because we are not learning. We are not learning. We just want to go by the popular, what is being done elsewhere.
Honorable Majority Leader, in conclusion.
In conclusion, what I want to say is that all members who have been elected as leaders, please, you have from now to when you will be ratified. If you know you can't do the work, please let us know so that we can replace you with people who are available. Myself, I was a what's the name? Majority leader for the second parliament. I'm out of hope. I can't perform my duties. So I've stepped down quietly for a different person to be brought in. And if we continue like that, I'm sure we will not be having neglect of duties. So please, if you are here, I'm repeating, if you are here and you know that whatever position they've assigned you for, from marshals all the way to clerks, anybody, if you know you can't do it, please let us know. We'll replace you. I can see some beautiful ladies and handsome men who are willing and ready. We'll replace it with them for us to proceed. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. On that tangent, we'll take two things into consideration. Each of them will be asked if they are ready for the job. And if one person is not here, he will not be rectified. Because that is the consensus I can see the House has reached. So, Clerk, are you here? Raise your hand. Deputy Clerk Operations. Deputy Clerk Finance. Deputy Clerk Publicity. Please, do you all want to do the work? Say yes. Okay. Yes or no? Okay, sorry. Honour members, order. Order. Honour members, let's do it like this, okay? Order. We don't have the luxury of time to ask each of them individually. So let's create an opportunity. If you know you have been nominated and you cannot do the job, let us know or forever hold your peace. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, I take it that you have all said yes. Secondly, who are the leaders nominated that are not here? I cannot see the deputy minority leader over here. Godwin, where is he? Godwin is not here. Yes, Hubert.
All right, thank you very much. Right, Honorable Speaker. I respond to the name Hubert Agbahode. So earlier on, before the sitting will commence, I called him, but he couldn't pick. But during the session, I tried to call him again, but he picked. So he said he'll be available. When he comes, I think he will mount his position. But when he couldn't, I think the House will take decision on that.
Honorable Elikem.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker in the August House. If you are a youth MP, this is the reason why I would agree with Honorable Amanor's case that we don't have a future. Because if you knew you were going to be late or you knew you were not going to appear at sitting at all, kindly do us the honors by sending a notice. Is that too difficult for us to do? These are the leaders of tomorrow, and if we start like this, you have to be called on phone before you pass a flimsy excuse that you are still on your way coming here or what have you. Right Honorable Speaker in the August House, I think we are growing by day. People have traveled far and near. People are from Accra and what have you. They are here. Myself, I had to travel from Accra and I'm here. And so if you can't just write a letter. I think I saw somebody's message on the platform yesterday. As at very late yesterday when he had an impromptu schedule. And you convey information. So, Right Honorable Speaker in the August House, I think once the presence of the person is not here, let us not have any form of passion or any form of pity or anything. They are equally important and very, very, very competent people here to take up the mantle. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker in the August House.
Thank you very much. I think First Deputy Majority Leader Grace Fafali is also not here. She's around. Where is she? Please, we want to hear from her. Because whoever is not here will be immediately replaced. Where is she? Please, let's get her here. Okay, please. Assistant Clerk Affairs, has she signed in? Check. Grace Fafali at Belly, Cape Coast South. So, is she here? Oh, everyone must sign. At any point in time, when they come, let them sign in, okay? That is why you are at the back. So please, if she's in the premises, let's get her here and answer questions. If she's not here, then we take a decision on that. Hello. Please, we are working on time. Yes, Madam Grace. Please, we want to know if you are interested in the job. Okay. So, honourable members, are you content? Okay, honourable members, I believe you are content. Okay. So the only issue here is Godwin Kwashi. And I think what we can do right now is simple. Are we going to give him time to appear or we proceed and replace him? So I'm just going, okay, let's hear from you. Honorable Koji.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I think the inauguration section is yet to commence, and we can give him the benefit of the doubt until the House has finally come to an end. We can make that decision. But for now, let's wait and see if he'll be around. Thank you.
Okay. Honourable members, he has filed a proposal to the House. Let's hear a quick one from Honourable Likem and then we take a decision on him.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker in the August House. I rise to disassociate myself from the comments of the incoming majority leader. I expect better from him on the comments like this. He is not here. Attendance has not been signed. Permission has not been suited. Right Honorable Speaker in the August House, the Constitution Order 12.3 is saying that the movement, the executive board of the movement will do what? Would appoint leadership. So if he is not here, let's leave that back to the doorstep of the executive board of the House to do the replacement. If we can do it now, why not? If we cannot, then we can reschedule that for another time. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Okay, honourable members, I will not take any contribution on this matter. I'm just going to put the question on the proposal whether an ultimatum should be given to him. So the question is that an ultimatum be given to him. Majority Leader, please make it very quick. Please give him the microphone. Please.
Do what they do. Why should the ultimatum be given to somebody whilst the standing orders are clear? Why should we give ultimatum to someone? Does that mean that all of us seated here, one way or the other, don't have any important thing to do?
Majority Leader, thank you very much. I get your question.
The question shouldn't even be put to us in the first place, whether or not we should give him ultimatum. Let's proceed.
Okay.
Because this question will waste time.
Honourable members, so we are all in concession that all the people nominated except the deputy minority leader be now adopted. Can the motion be moved in that order? Yeah, he's an MP, but it is for the leadership position. So please, can someone move the motion for the adoption of all the nominees except the deputy minority leader?
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker in the guest house. Mr. Speaker, in the absence of any further deliberation, I, the majority leader, move for the ratification of the leadership. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Seconder.
Mr. Speaker, with respect to the motion tabled, Mr. Speaker, I rise to second. Thank you.
Honourable members, motion moved and seconded for the adoption of for the nomination of leadership except the deputy minority leader. I now put the question to the House. Honourable members, order. All members in favor say aye. Not in favor say nay. The ayes have it, the motion carries. Therefore, all nominations of the executive board except that of the deputy minority leader is hereby adopted. Honourable members, we move straight to item 9, swearing in of clerk department and marshal department. Please, the clerks be outstanding. Marshals, come to my left, and assistant clerks to my right for your swearing in. Honourable members, order. Order. Please, you repeat after me and raise your right hand. When I say I, you mention your name, and when we hear after appointed there, you bring your position. I believe you all have the documents. Do you have the documents? Please, the oath is not on your appointment letter. So just repeat after me. After the I, you bring your name, and after you hear appointed there, you bring your position. And then we roll on to the end. I, having been appointed there, of Youth Impact Parliament, do in the name of the Almighty God swear that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Youth Parliament as by law established, and that I will uphold the integrity of Youth Parliament and YIM, and that I will faithfully and conscientiously discharge my duties of this House, and I will uphold, preserve, and protect the standing orders of this House and the Constitution of the movement, and that should I, at any time, break this oath of office, I shall submit myself to the laws of this House and suffer the penalty for it. So help me God. By the power vested in me as the Speaker of Parliament, I now respectfully declare you substantive non-MP leaders of the Third Parliament. You can now resume your seats. Honourable members, we'll move on swiftly to the last businesses, and then we'll proceed to adjourn the House sine die. We now move to the end of second parliamentary business. Dissolution comments from parliamentarians. Honourable members, if you have a comment to make before we dissolve the House, the floor is now yours. Please, just a minute. Just a minute. So if you want to make a comment, raise your hand and I'll call you. Okay, we'll start from minority. Honorable Koji.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. I believe this is going to be my last comment whilst being part of the minority side of the House. Mr. Speaker, I just want to say that the second Parliament has been a very successful one, and I want to congratulate my senior man, the majority leader, who has been a vibrant leader for that matter. I mean, he has done very well. Regardless of whatever, he has always been present, and I want to say a congratulations to him. And I want to also encourage the rest of us that this is a voluntary work, and sometimes we take things for granted because we feel like probably I don't get paid for it and all that. But volunteerism, I believe, is one of the great platforms as youths to build ourselves, our communication, and all that. Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Anyone else from the minority? Yes. Please, any other comments from the minority side on the second parliament?
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker and the August House. Thank you again for the opportunity to bore you with my long words. This time around, it's limited to 60 seconds. All I want to say is, youth MPs, a lot of people are watching us. What is going on here is live on social media. You know how information travels. If someone were to make a mistake right now, maybe he wanted to say is and said was, anybody would have gone there and then just picked that portion and it's circulated. That is the power of social media. And so my little word that goes to every youth MP here is, please, let us take notice of our order. The order of the Youth Impact Parliament. Watch all the standing orders, keep reading them. Especially how we appear in Parliament as youth MPs. And then knowing what you are supposed to know. In that case, you won't come and fumble even when you are given the opportunity to speak. You won't come and use wrong interventional signs. So, Right Honorable Speaker in the August House, I expect each and every one of us to give in our best in the third parliament. We are going to be here in the third parliament, and I anticipate that we give in our best. And let us keep learning. Every day is a learning opportunity to learn and relearn. And to all youth MPs, read the standing orders. If you absent yourself from sitting for 3 consecutive times without permission, count yourself out of the movement. And so we are straightly going to go by our standing orders because we are getting a lot more of attention now. A lot of people want to hear from us, and then we are going to be having our invitations very soon. Right Honorable Speaker in the August House, and then the leadership of the House. I think it's hard time we put together all our plans and processes to visit the Parliament of Ghana when it resumes in their next sitting. One of our patrons is a member of Parliament, a sitting member of Parliament, and so it shouldn't be difficult for us. Honorable Kofi Ato is out there at our disposal. So please, let us anticipate the visit to the Parliament when Parliament resumes for their for their next session. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Any other comments from the minority side? Honorable Vixen.
Thank you, Speaker in the House. My name is Vixen Bryce Salom, Youth MP for Ohwe. The Speaker, what I want to dwell in the most is about the committees, the various committees. In this second Parliament, people have played dormancy in helping the various committee chairperson to just exercise their responsibility. Moving to the third Parliament, I will not want to see youth MP play dormancy because the committee also, the reason why you have been placed in that committee is to help your chairperson do a collaborative work and present in Parliament, an oversight responsibility. That's the work of an MP, taking an oversight responsibility. And also I want to encourage members that it's not for anything that when you come to the chamber this morning, you have handed over these 3 documents. Get yourself abreast of the Constitution, the standing orders like my other member just said, so that when you stand up, you know what you are saying. You don't come and waste our time, then you'll be misleading the House as well. So I want to encourage all of us to reading this thing every day, so that when you get up one day, whatever you want to project in the Parliament, you know that you are very forthright in dealing with everything. This is my 3rd time in this Parliament as well. The things that I've learned, probably if I were to be in class, I wouldn't have learned them. I can stand boldly and quote with the Speaker. I remember the first time I came to this house, to mention your name was very troubling. But now here I am today, calling him Mr. Speaker in utmost superiority that I have, all the kind of that I can marshal for myself. So I want to encourage all of us to make the standing order. The standing orders is who you are. When you go anywhere, even in the Parliament of Ghana, you stand up.
In conclusion,
Mr. Speaker, allow me to finish. That's my goal. If he keep on heckling me, we will do something in this house that to be an apple in the Parliament. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Any other comments from the minority side? Yes, Honorable Hubert.
All right, thank you very much. Right, Honorable Speaker. I respond to the name Hubert Agbahode, the Deputy Minority Leader for the 2nd Parliament. Mr. Speaker, I would like to congratulate some few MPs who have always been here with us since the pilot session of Youth Impact Parliament, and then moving to the first and second parliament, and here we are today to dissolve the second parliament. Mr. Speaker, I would like to congratulate Honorable Amanor David Narh, even though he said his name is Amanor Narh, but I prefer to call him David. And we would also like to congratulate the legal luminary, Honorable Wanda Nicodemus Jamesi. They have always been with us from the inception of this parliament, and not forgetting my caucus members, Honorable Believe Agoso, Honorable Janet, Honorable Raymond Elike Agbo, Honorable Vison Bright, and Honorable Erasmus Kofi Ahianu. I would like to congratulate all of them and all other MPs that joined us from the first and second parliament, that they've done well. Even though the journey hasn't been that well rosy, but we've done our best and here we are today. I'm foreseeing in the future that the new members that are adding up to us, we should always avail ourselves. In as much as I hear freely, and then we came freely to what? Join the Youth Impact Parliament. We shouldn't be forced to come for meetings just to carry the title that we are part of what? Youth Impact Parliament. Like, that's not honorable. So we should always avail ourselves. We are all what? Students, or we have one thing or the other to do. But in as much as possible, we always come here. Mr. Speaker, I thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Are there any other comments from the minority side? There are no other comments. Before we go to the majority side, may I acknowledge one of our sponsors, that is Groove Hub. So before we dissolve the house, please ensure that you go to YouTube and subscribe to Groove Hub and on Facebook. And if you are also not following the social media handles of Youth Impact Parliament, please go and follow. For the members of the Third Parliament, you are to sign your attendance and sign the oath book. And if you pay your levy, then you take your appointment letter, you take the brochure, the Constitution of YIM, and the standing orders of YIP. Honourable members, the majority side, any comments from you on the dissolution? Honourable Wanda Jamesi. Let's start from the back. Honorable Mark. Oh, okay, Dorcas. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker in the House. I respond to the name Dorcas Amphobia Kwachi. Mr. Speaker, yeah, though I was an MP of the second parliament, but I know my coming to sittings were not really regular. So the only thing I would have to say to the third parliament is, just like most of my speakers have already said, to the MPs who are coming to the third parliament, let us make our coming year as much as important than any other business we like to do. I know if you are going to work, you take your business very important. If you are going for class, the same thing. So why is it that when we voluntarily give ourselves to things like this, we can't give it the same utmost priority? So, in conclusion, Mr. Speaker, to the MPs who are coming to the third parliament, all I would like to say is, let's give much more priority and attention to building this impact parliament. Thank you.
Very much. Yes, Honorable Gidi.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Evans Gidi, MP from Karachi West. Mr. Speaker, I want to, first of all, commend this Youth Impact Parliament. This Youth Impact Parliament has taught us a lot, and we have improved drastically. If you see the way we are looking so beautifully, gorgeously. As compared to the time we started, I think we have seen much improvement. So I commend this parliament for that. Secondly, I want to appeal to the leadership of the both caucus that when it comes for debate, I think the chance will be given to the incoming MPs should also express themselves if they want to. In so doing, we also have the courage or the experience to move forward. Thank you. That's what I can say for now. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. Yes, who else wants to speak? Okay. Honorable Mark.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, in the August House. I go by the name Donovan Mark Bless, Youth MP of the Second Parliament and same for the Third Parliament. Yeah, joining this movement, I've learned a whole lot, and going forward to the Third Parliament, I expect more efforts from us to put the movements together to make things work well. Things that were not well in the Second Parliament, like absenteeism, to make input to issues. We should put a stop to it now and do a collective work for the success of this movement. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So who else wants to speak? Okay, Honorable Richard Amenya.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker and the August House. I respond to the name Richard Kojo Amenya. Mr. Speaker, yes, I would just like to say to the members of this House and the incoming that there is an opportunity, as said by one of our deputies, that it's an opportunity for us to keep learning and learn and relearn. We know all of us are up to some stuffs or tasks. We have individual things doing. So you have to have your priorities right. But in a case where you have to be attending to tasks at different places, I think giving a notice to the House that you will be absent from this House will do us good. In a case where you have to be here and it is time, but you have to be called before you tell us, oh, sorry, I have to be here. I think it's not helping us as individuals. Not just here, but any other place that you go. People have to be at meetings and you have to give them a call before they open their mouth and tell you that, oh, sorry. You don't have to be called before you give us or you tell us that you will not be present. I think let us do the needful that when you will not be present in the House, you let the leadership of the House know that you will not be present. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, majority, any comments? Please, it is not by force to speak. If you want to speak, speak. Honorable Wanda.
Right. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker in the Guest House, for the opportunity. My name is Wanda Nicodemo Jameshi, Youth MP for Amanor constituency. And the majority chief whip of this Guest House, thank God, the second parliament of Youth Impact Parliament and the Youth Impact Movement has come to an end. And very soon, the third parliament will kick in. So on this note, I want to thank Lord Almighty for this journey, for how far He has brought us. It was a roller coaster journey, for that matter, but in all things, we saw through. Secondly, to the majority caucus, the front benches, the back benches, for all your support throughout the entire journey. It wasn't easy though, but you were able to make your inputs towards debates, contributions, and all that. We are much grateful. Thirdly, to the minority caucus, for your small interjections when it comes to debate. Even though you have your say, we always have our ways. We thank you for keeping the house on fire, keeping it burning all day, all time. We thank you very much, and we want more of that in the third parliament. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I believe that is the last comment from the majority side. Salom, please give us your short remarks. We want to dissolve the House. Please, just a minute.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker in the August House. A lot has been said, and I believe we've all heard. Thank you.
Okay, honorable members, thank you very much. We will now move to item 11 on the order paper. Minority Leader's dissolution remarks. Honorable Minority Leader, please approach the podium to give your dissolution remarks. Please, youth MPs, ensure you sign the attendance at the back, pay the levy, and take your documents.
Mr. Speaker, I thank you for the opportunity. Before I read my dissolution remark, I would like to reiterate a few words spoken by honorable members in the House, and then to suggest a few. Indeed, take it from me. Absenteeism isn't the best of traits. Absenteeism isn't the best of traits to put up. I would say that consistent members in this House can undoubtedly attest to how vibrant most members in this House have been, and how dormant others have been. I, for one, since the name Youth Impact Parliament originated from HTU Youth Parliament, right? So the second Parliament, I would say that, or to the first Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament, I would say that have been quite instrumental. However, from the beginning of the second Parliament,
Honourable members, order.
Other endeavors kind of altered my instrumentalism. Let's take a key notice that, like the majority leader stated, this is not about being affiliated with the caucus, okay? Once you are unable to deliver, please, let the speaker know. You retract yourself from that caucus or from that particular responsibility, and then you concentrate on what you're doing so that the House can move forward. Secondly, irrespective of my absence, those who follow the likes and that session, you realize that I've practically gone through a lot of our social media platforms just to get myself acquainted with what is on ground, despite my absence. So after every sitting, I still go through and see what happened. I see the debate, and I'm happy and motivated to say that yes, things are moving well. So let's take advantage of that. Keep on liking and following our platforms. Dissolution remarks by Minority Leader of the Second Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament, Adjournment Synodi. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed members of the Second Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament, Ghana, of Youth Impact Movement. Today, as we gather to mark the dissolution of the Second Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament, I stand before you as the Minority Leader with a firm resolve and a heavy heart. Our journey together has been characterized by fierce opposition, unwavering principles, and a determination to hold power accountable. I want to take this moment to acknowledge the commitment and dedication of each member of this parliament. While our viewpoints may have differed, I recognize the passion and conviction with which you have pursued and your ideals. We engage in spirited debates, challenge the status quo, and tirelessly advocated for the marginalized and underrepresented. Throughout our term, we convened 12 physical sittings and 1 virtual sitting, providing a platform for dissent, scrutiny, and a forceful opposition. These sittings have been critical in highlighting the flaws and shortcomings in the majority's policies, and have served as a rallying point for those whose voices have been drowned out by the forces of power. Moreover, our commitment to accountability has been unwavering. We have taken decisive action, removing MPs who have failed to meet the expectations entrusted upon them. These actions were not taken lightly, but were necessary to uphold the integrity of this parliament and the trust of the people we represent. As the minority leader, I have led this parliamentary body with an unyielding determination to fight for justice, equality, and the rights of all. Mr. Speaker, we have been the voice of the underrepresented, the dissenting voice that refuses to be silenced, and the reminder that power must always be held in check. I issue a subtle warning to the new parliament. You must defend the democratic ideals by being watchful, wise, and steadfast. Don't let the pool of power or the temptation to sacrifice your principles influence you. Rather, remain steadfast in your beliefs and keep in mind that you have a duty to the individuals who trusted you. Finally, I want to thank the Youth Impact Movement, its founders, and all of its supporters for giving us the means to stand up for what is right. We are grateful for your assistance because of your steadfast faith in our cause, which has given us courage in the face of difficulty. In conclusion, let us reflect on the battles fought, the sacrifices made, and the impact we have left behind. We may not have achieved all our goals, but our unwavering commitment to justice and fairness has left us an indelible mark on this parliament. Let us move forward with resilience, knowing that our fight for a better future will continue. I thank you all.
Thank you very much, the minority leader. Majority leader, item 12. Let's hear your dissolution remarks.
Hello.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker and the guest house. Mr. Speaker, before I proceed to deliver the dissolution remarks from the majority caucus, it is important to know that we are practicing what is practiced in Parliament. When you see the majority caucus speaking with their leader, the members are behind. So it is very important that the minority must learn in order for them to learn properly. You see, I've been of the saying that some of us may not end what we are doing here. Probably by 2028, I must be the MP for Ningo-Prampram constituency. So, minority, if you don't know, we have started the way. You can lead, you can follow us, who else will lead the way. Thank you very much. Mr. Speaker, before I present my remarks, it is important for us to note that as youth MPs, willingly we applied, willingly we came for vetting, and willingly we are here. As the new MPs seated there, beautifully and handsomely seated there, I'm sure you are happy about what is happening present here. The kind of energy that you have here, you, one way or the other, might want to proceed with it. And I want us, by the end of the third parliament, all of us seated here must be able to end work successfully. Time. We were supposed to start this particular sitting at 9. Myself, I came 9:25. Should it have happened that the sitting should have started at 9 o'clock, I'm sure we'd have ended the second parliament already. It is very important. I continue to say that if we continue to put the kind of attitude that we have currently, the future does not belong to us. And that is why I'm imploring all of us to do whatever we will do in our effort in order for the future to be bright. Dissolution remarks by the majority leader presenting on behalf of the entire Majority Caucus. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed members of the Second Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament Ghana, today, as we gather to bid farewell to the Second Parliament and dissolve this esteemed House, I stand before you as the Majority Leader with a mix of emotions because I will no more be Majority Leader in the Third Parliament. It is a moment of reflection, gratitude, and yes, even defensiveness as I address the accomplishments and the challenges we have faced together. I want to begin by expressing my sincere appreciation to each and every one of you, my esteemed colleague, your unwavering dedication, tireless efforts, and passionate commitment to the cause that had been driving force behind the accomplishment of this Parliament. We have faced countless challenges, whether stormy debates, and sought to navigate the complexity of our responsibilities. Throughout our term, we convened 12 physical sittings and 1 virtual sitting, demonstrating our commitment to active engagement and fruitful discussions. These sittings have provided us with the opportunity to discuss critical issues, propose solutions, and make progress on behalf of our constituents. Yet, in the face of criticisms and doubts, we have often found ourselves on defensive, fighting to justify our decisions and prove the value of our work. We have also witnessed the difficult decision made in holding our few parliamentarians accountable. The removal of MPs who failed to meet expectation has come under scrutiny, promoting us to defend the integrity and transparency of our actions. These decisions were not taken lightly, but they were necessary to uphold the trust placed in us and maintain the highest standard of ethical conduct. As Majority Leader, I have endeavored to navigate the complexity of our diverse membership, ensuring fair representation and fostering a spirit of collaboration. However, I must admit that our effort had been met with resistance and criticisms, leaving us on the defensive in defending our actions, policies, integrity of our parliamentary proceedings. I send my best wishes for success to the next Parliament. I hope you can draw from our mistake, overcome the obstacles in your way, and be ready to deal with the defensive stance that comes with leadership. The journey ahead won't be simple, but in mind that in order to gain the people's trust and support, each decision you make needs to be well-reasoned and well-conveyed. Finally, I extend my gratitude to the founding fathers of Youth Impact Movement and its branches, all the supporters who believed in us and provided us with the opportunity to make a difference. Your continued support and understanding during our tenure had been invaluable, even in times when we found ourselves on defensive. In conclusion, Mr. Speaker, let us remember the battle fought, the achievement made, and the lesson learned. We may have faced criticisms and challenges, but let us not lose sight of the impact we have made and the progress achieved for our constituents. May our collective effort continue to shape a better future, even in the face of defensiveness. The Speaker, on these notes, I cease to be Majority Leader of the Second Parliament. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, the Majority Leader, for your conclusive or dissolution remarks. You can now humbly resume your seats. Honorable members, we will now move to item 13, which is the second to last item prior to the dissolution of this House, which is the dissolution remarks by the Speaker of Parliament. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished members of the Second Parliament, of Youth Impact Parliament Ghana, of Youth Impact Movement. Let us take a moment to consider not just our overall achievements, but also the unique settings that made our time really distinctive as we assemble here today to bid farewell to this parliament, disband it, and dissolve it. Honourable members, we celebrated the second anniversary special sitting on Sunday, 16th April 2023, where we commemorated our journey thus far and acknowledged the milestones we achieved together. It was a moment of unity, gratitude, and recommitment to the cause that brought us together. In addition, we had the privilege of participating in a joint virtual sitting with Youth Model Parliament of Youth Empowerment Consortium on Friday, 23rd June 2023. This collaboration further strengthened our bonds of friendship and cooperation between our two youth parliaments, and amplifying our collective impact and exemplifying the spirit of youth leadership. Moreover, throughout our time, we demonstrated an unparalleled level of engagement and dedication. The Second Parliament held a total of 12 physical sittings, with each sitting serving as a platform for constructive debates, policy development, and collaborative efforts to address the pressing issues of our time. Furthermore, we embraced the power of technology by organizing one virtual sitting, harnessing the potentials of digital platforms to ensure the continuity of our work, even in challenging circumstances. Honourable members, these special sittings and our consistent engagement have firmly established the Youth Parliament, especially for the records, the Second Parliament, as the most vibrant youth parliament in Ghana. We have set the precedence of active involvement, robust discussions, and impactful initiatives that have resonated far beyond the walls of this House. Honourable members, in addition to our legislative achievements, we must acknowledge that the necessities had to be taken where we had to make difficult decisions. You can recall that last year we took a stand and booted out 27 youth MPs appointed who failed to take their oaths in 5 months. Honourable members, this year, in our reverent pursuit of integrity and accountability, we took further action and booted out 21 more youth MPs appointed who failed to take their oaths in 6 months. And also, some substantive who breached Order 32 and 34 by missing 6 consecutive sittings, respectively. These actions are a testament of our commitment to upholding the principles of transparency, responsibility, and the highest standards of ethical conduct. As of this Parliament, let us carry with us the lessons learned, experiences gained, and the memories we have created together. The impact we have made during this term will forever be attached with the annals of youth leadership. Honourable members, to the incoming Parliament, I offer my heartfelt congratulations as you take the reins. Remember the vibrant legacy left by the Second Parliament, and let it inspire you to reach even greater heights, to embrace the opportunities before you, face the challenges with courage, and continue to push the boundaries of what is possible. Honourable members, the forthcoming Parliament will benefit from invaluable experience of over 40 returning youth MPs who have been reappointed into the Third Parliament. This seasoned youth MPs will serve as institutional memory, provide crucial guidance to the first-time MPs, and other related matters. Their wealth of knowledge on the practices, the traditions, and the conventions of Youth Impact Parliaments will ensure a smooth transition and continuity in advancing the Parliament's goals and initiatives. Honourable members, in conclusion, I extend my deepest gratitude to every member of the Second Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament. Your unwavering commitment, resilience, and dedication has made this journey truly remarkable. The vibrancy and success of this Parliament would not be possible without each and every one of you. May the spirit of youth leadership continue to guide us all in our future endeavors. As we go forth, let us carry the torch of positive change, forever united in our mission to create a better, more inclusive, and more equitable world. Thank you very much for your attention, and God bless you all. Honourable members, before we take the last item, our member in hot soup is now here, Honourable Godwin Kwashi. And I think it will be fair, since he informed his prospective leader that he will be here, that we reconsider him. Honourable members, the floor is open. Godwin, can we see you for Deputy Minority Leader? Honourable members, any comments, or he's okay? Majority Leader.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker and the guest house. Mr. Speaker, yes, it's good the honorable member is here. If it left to me alone, we should have just maintained what the House has concluded on earlier. But it is not to my decision to make. It's good that it's here, and that is how leadership should be. But going forward to the new MPs, letter, apology of absence, it's not anything too difficult to do. Just inform them ahead of time, apology of absence. You see, the minority don't know what is apology of absence. Apology of absence. In parliamentary terms, absenteeism letter is called apology of absence. You don't know. You see, you don't learn. When I say learn, you say you won't learn. Apology of absence. Absenteeism letter in parliamentary terms is called apology of absence. So when I say apology of absence, it means absence.
Honourable members, order in the House. Majority Leader, please conclude.
So, Honourable, what's the name?
Godwin Kwashi.
Honourable Godwin. Earlier, I was of the argument that your position should be taken from you. But I still hold that belief that it shouldn't be considered. Or do we agree? We don't agree.
Okay, Majority Leader, thank you very much. You may now resume your seat.
I'm not done. I'm not done.
Please conclude.
I'm not done. All leaders present here, should it happen that in the future, Mr. Speaker, I'm recommending that we amend the standing orders. If a leader absent himself for a meeting, we should take the leader out. Like the way my honorable member has gone, and he's back. He has not even brought even bread for his honorable members. He has not even taken the opportunity to buy yogurt for the people he left behind to be doing the work on his behalf. He will go and come back, and he will come and take the shine. So, Mr. Speaker, whilst Honorable Godwin is here, the House can reconsider him for his position that he has been assigned to. If not that, I don't have any issue. I still believe that he shouldn't be given the opportunity. Honorable Agoso believe is a fine gentleman seated here. He can do the work perfectly. He had been here since morning. I equally have. No,
Thank you very much.
We can move him.
Thank you very much, Majority Leader.
I'm the leader of the House. I'm the leader of the House. You have your say. We have our way. So please, let us have your way so that you have your say.
Majority Leader, thank you very much.
Mr. Speaker, thank you.
Thank you very much. Honorable Elikem, let's hear your take and then we'll proceed with business. Please make it short.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker and the August House. Everybody know my position on this, and I am not going to change. My position is, Gordon is my very good friend. Ask him. We are comrades. But it is not about friends. It is about what? Competence. Stay true to your words. You shouldn't give me an opportunity to say, because Godwin is my friend, I should even be the one advocating for him. But I won't be the one advocating because what he did was inappropriate. His leader had to call him if he were to be the one, if the leader were to say that, oh, Godwin had called to say he would be late. Sorry, Honorable Godwin has called that he would be late. It is a good grounds. But his leader was the one who had called him to even seek the information. So if you ask me, I still stand by my position. There must be a precedence. And so if this thing happens, then it becomes precedence for tomorrow. That anybody that is given the position should do what? Should honor it. Right, Honorable Speaker, to end my comments, when you go to the order, the standing orders, Order 61, lateness and attendance. He said, a member or members of the House shall be deemed late. And reading from these standing orders, most of us, if not all of us, are late. Shall be deemed late if he or she arrives 30 clear minutes after the commencement of the sitting. So, after the commencement of the sitting, whoever appeared 30 minutes clear is late.
Okay, thank you very much.
And what the sanctions and what must be done is there. So, Right Honorable Speaker, he has not even spoken, or maybe you didn't give him the opportunity for us to know if he is even sorry for the action. Okay. Or I have not even seen any remorse. Then you want me to say that, Mr. Speaker, let's give him the opportunity. That would be a rubber stamp parliament, and I don't want to be a rubber stamp parliament. Member of a rubber stamp parliament, no. So, Right Honorable Speaker, I stand by my position. If there is no remorse, I still feel that no, he should not be given the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Honourable members, so before I put the question again, let's hear from Honourable Godwin what he has to say. Please, very brief. Don't cry to us. Just go straight to the point.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Let me first say
Please,
I'm sorry for the lateness, but today has been a very occupied day for me. Doing some academics work, two presentations in a day. Okay. So that makes me to be late. Thank you.
Okay, so are you sorry for being late?
I said I'm very sorry for coming late.
So,
I'm very sorry for coming late.
So, other members, do you still want to hold a position?
Oh, yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Other members, I'm just going to put the question. Other members, please, we are proceeding. We want to dissolve the House. I'm just going to put forth the question that he be adopted as Deputy Minority Leader. Whatever decision the House takes will be the decision we stand on. Other members, the question is that Honorable Godwin Kwashi be adopted as the Deputy Minority Leader for the 3rd Parliament. All in favor, say aye. Not in favor, say nay. Honourable members, I think the ayes have it. The motion carries. Therefore, he is accordingly approved and adopted as the Deputy Minority Leader. Honourable members, are you challenging the ruling of the Speaker? You want to just share an opinion? Please, just a minute. Give him the microphone.
If you go to the practice of Parliament, like the Majority Leader has always stated, when he almost misled the House, that when the leader is speaking, his members will stand behind him. No, it only happens in press conferences. What he was doing was not a press conference, but we give him the benefit of the doubt.
Honourable members, let's proceed.
I don't want the Majority Leader to feel perturbed, but he should just hold his peace.
Honourable Elikem, you have been put to order. Let's hear the point of... Is it point of order? Oh. Majority Leader,
which
is
order?
It point of order?
No, so resume your seat.
Resume your seat. Yes.
Right, Honourable Speaker, I think when you passed the voice vote, you said the ayes have it, but I felt the nays had it.
So you want me to take the question again?
Yeah, if you can take the question again, and if we still have that kind of pair, then I think we should have a head count, or yes, or an individual vote, so that we know. If clearly the House says, let's accept him, because I think we the nays, speaking for the nays, I think we the nays had the higher voice.
Thank you very much, Honourable Elikem. Yes, Honourable Amanor, please, we don't want to take time on this. We have to start the next session, please.
Mr. Speaker, What Honorable Elikem said before I contribute to the subject matter, I'm presenting my final remarks as majority leader, not as majority leader. Mr. Speaker, when he was speaking, I kept quiet and was listening to him. You will see why the minority don't learn. The minority, they always don't learn. They always interject.
Honorable Majority Leader, please make your point.
Thank you very much. You see, when we want to, in communication, you listen and take the opportunity and speak when you have your time. You listen. I'm from Ningo, please. Thank you very much.
Please make your point.
Mr. Speaker, I was presenting my final remarks as majority leader on behalf of all of them. It was very prudent that they go with me. You see, we have adopted the
Honorable Majority Leader, I think we got your points on that.
Speaker,
Are you
Mr.
coming
Speaker,
to speak
Mr.
on the
Speaker,
subject
Mr. Speaker,
matter?
No, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Member,
Mr. Speaker, Mr.
please
Speaker,
make comments
Mr. Speaker,
on the
listen to me.
subject
Mr. Speaker, listen to me. Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Members, order.
Mr. Speaker.
Majority Leader, make your point.
Mr. Speaker, before I proceed, when Honorable Elikem was speaking, you never interjected. You never. So please, give me the opportunity to speak without interjecting.
Honorable Member, that is inaccurate. I did. Order in the House.
It's democratic.
Honorable Amanor.
Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Amanor. Order. Honorable members. Order.
Mr. Speaker.
Majority Leader, please make your point.
I'm making my point, but we must note something.
Please make your point.
You see that you are still interjecting. I'm not offended. I'm just letting to understand that when you sit in the chair as speaker, you don't interject whilst an honorable member speaks. I'm not emotional. I'm not emotional. This is me. Mr. Speaker, you see, anytime the majority takes opportunity to speak, the minority will keep interjecting. How then do we make sensible argument in the House when you continue with this particular attitude? Look at him. Look at him.
Honorable, please, I have not recognized you.
You who even knows best. You that you know best.
Honorable.
You are speaking whilst you are not called to speak. You that you know best. You that you know best.
Honorable
you are
Amanor.
speaking whilst you are not called to speak. You that you know best.
Honorable Amanor.
You that you know best.
Order.
You that you
Honorable
know best.
Amanor.
You are speaking whilst you are not called to speak.
Honorable Amanor, please. Honorable Amanor, please. Honorable Amanor. Honorable Amanor, please withdraw the word sensible and proceed to make your point. Honorable Amanor, please withdraw the word and make your comment.
I made the statement that we make sensible statement. If you feel you don't make sensible statement, that is up to you. We don't have any problem.
Honorable Amanor,
if you feel
you
don't have
are
that,
out of order. Please withdraw the word and we proceed. Honorable Elikem, I have not recognized you.
You see, you feel you know, but you are not doing the right thing.
Honorable Amanor, please
Can you keep
withdraw
quiet and
the
sit
word.
down and let me speak? Thank you
Honorable
very much.
Amanor, please withdraw the word.
Mr. Speaker, I humbly withdraw the statement.
Thank you. Please make your point.
What I want him to understand is that, you see, the attitude of the minority continuously interjecting is not parliamentary. We must learn that in communication. Whilst one is speaking, you keep quiet and take your turn. Not whatever the person is saying, in order for those who are sitting and listening to be able to hear what we are saying. Anytime you take the opportunity to speak, you realize that all of us seated here will be quiet and listen to you and take our turn and speak. But in a situation whereby you continue to interject, Mr. Speaker, you must be able to caution them when the need be. Thank you very much. Mr. Speaker, I wanted to let Honorable Elikem know that I was speaking on behalf of the minority. If the minority leader went there to speak on his behalf, I don't care. I was speaking on behalf of them, and that was why the need be for them to go with me. If it is unparliamentary and it is only in press conferences, fine, that's up to you. This is what we believe in. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Honorable members, Honorable Elikem, please, we need to finish this subject matter. So you want to correct a fact? Please use microphone. Use the microphone.
Mr. Speaker, I am not saying that what they did was wrong in any way. I am only saying it is unparliamentary. If you go to parliament, there is no case where the leader is speaking and you find members of parliament standing behind him. Where have you seen it before? the leader of the majority or the minority stands or sits where
Honorable
he is seated
Elikem,
and
please,
speaks.
we have moved forward.
So if
we
you are
are
telling
on a subject matter,
was a
let's leave
choice.
that subject matter.
If it was a choice, fine. That is your choice.
Honourable members, my ruling on this matter is that that case is closed. Let's move on the subject matter. Please, the current subject matter. Honourable members, order. Honourable members, order in the House. Honourable members, order in the House. Coming back to the honourable members, coming back to the substantive matter. I will put the question again. I will put the question again for the adoption of Honourable Godwin Kwashi as Deputy Minority Leader. Honourable members, all in favor of the motion, say aye. Aye. Not in favor, say nay. Honourable members, the ayes have it. He stands adopted. Honourable Amanor, I'm not taking any submission on that. Please use the microphone.
It must be by head
count. So honourable members,
it must be by a head count, by virtue that his issue is a delicate issue, such that his office is at stake.
Honourable
we can
members,
use voice voting
thank you very much.
A mantra for his approval.
Thank you very much.
It must be by a head count. So
thank you very much.
He knows
Honourable
who knows
members,
him and who doesn't know him.
Honourable members, in accordance with rules of procedure, the matter has enabled or has caused for a head count to be taken. So, honourable members, will proceed to take a head count on his adoption. All in favor of Honourable Godwin Kwashi to be the Deputy Minority Leader for the Third Parliament, please rise and remain standing. The Clerk, please count this for us. For him to be, please rise and remain standing. Please count the number of people standing. It's a head count. Please, you cannot vote for yourself. Remain seated. It's a conflict of interest to vote for yourself, so please. Please, the Clerk, have you counted them? If you have to stand up and count them, okay? Okay. Okay. Please, Clerk, are you done counting? Please, for him not to be, remain, please, you are not to sit down, remain standing. All members not in favor that he should not be the Deputy Minority Leader, please rise and remain standing. Okay, please, those who are not in favor, raise your hands. Raise your hands. Please raise your hand and they should count your votes. Please, are you done counting? Please, those who are not in favor, raise your hand. The Clerk, are you done counting? Please raise your hand. Order in the House. Majority members, please be of good behavior. The Clerk, are you done counting? Yes, please, he will count them all. Yes, only hands up are for nay. Okay. Okay, please, are you done counting? Thank you very much. Clerk, can I have the results? Please, you can now take your seat. Okay, please use the microphone. Okay. Okay, okay. Thank you very much. Honourable members, order in the House. Honourable members, at the end of voting on this subject matter, the ayes are 10, the nays are 9. Therefore, Honourable Godwin Kwashi stands adopted as the Deputy Minority Leader for the Third Parliament. Honourable members, we'll move to the next item. Honourable members, we'll move to the next item, which is the last item on the order paper. Honourable members, order. Honourable members, order. This is the beauty of parliamentary democracy. Let's proceed with the last item. Item 14, adjournment sine die. Honourable members, may I now call on the majority leader to move the motion for this House to adjourn sine die and stand dissolved. Please, you are not to call any time, so just move the motion without stating the time.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I respond to Amanor, Majority Leader. It has been an incredible journey for all of us, Second Parliament, and we have achieved significant milestones in advancing the goals of Youth Impact Parliament. As we conclude our parliamentary term, I believe it is time to adjourn sine die and give way to the next Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament Ghana. Mr. Speaker, I humbly move the motion for this House, which is the second Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament Ghana, do stand adjourned and dissolve as per the time being recorded by the Clerk. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. Minority Leader, secondment.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Well, thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. My name still remains Ahianu Erasmus Kofi, the Honorable Minority Leader. Mr. Speaker, I must say that the 12 sittings we have held have provided a platform for meaningful discussions, learning, and personal growth. As we adjourn sine die today, I want to commend all my fellow parliamentarians for their commitment, dedication, and enthusiasm in contributing to the success of the second Parliament. Mr. Speaker, I humbly rise to second the motion that this Honorable House, the second Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament Ghana of Youth Impact Movement, do stand adjourned sine die per the Clerk's own time. I thank you.
Thank you very much. Honourable members, this is the last decision of the House, and I would like to do it standing. Honourable members, motion moved and seconded that this Honourable House, the second Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament Ghana of YIM, do stand adjourned sine die and dissolved. Today, Saturday, 12 August 2023. I now put the question to the House. All those in favor of the adjournment sine die and dissolution, say aye. Not in favor, say nay. Honorable members, the ayes have it. The motion carries. I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to all members for their active participation, commitment, and value being added through your contributions during this parliamentary tenure. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors, and let us continue to work together to build a better future for our nation. Now, honorable members, this honorable House, the second Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament, Ghana of YIM, now do stand adjourned, sine die, and dissolved today, Saturday, 12 August 2023. I thank you.